You're here because you want a chest that makes people do a double take, preferably for the right reasons, like wow, they must work out, and not oh no, is that a spare tire strapped to their front? Lucky for you, I'm not here to drown you in complicated equipment setups, endless gym memberships, or the soul-sucking confusion of online fitness rabbit holes. We're talking about 3 push-up variations: decline, standard, and incline, that, when done in the right order, will sculpt your chest toward that golden ratio you keep seeing on Instagram. Let's be real. Most beginners try to do a bit of everything without actually knowing what's working. That's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it forms a six-pack. But here's the thing, if you want results that are visible and actually proportional, you need exercises that aren't just effective in isolation, but a sequence so your body can give 100% effort where it matters most. And that's exactly what we are doing here. We start with decline push-ups. Imagine a standard push-up, but your feet are elevated, on a bench, a chair, a sturdy coffee table, or anything that won't collapse under the sudden realization of how much Netflix you've been watching. By lifting your feet, you shift your body weight forward, which forces your upper chest and front shoulders to take the hit. This isn't just a feel the burn kind of move. It's a feel your chest actually start to pop in the mirror after a few weeks kind of move. Why do these first? Because they're the most demanding of the 3. Your muscles have the most energy when you start your workout, and decline push-ups need that energy the way your phone needs a charger at 2%. This variation will make your upper chest more pronounced, giving your torso that V effect, broad up top, tighter at the waist, aka the illusion of the golden ratio, even if you're still working on your midsection. Now, here's where a little mental trick comes in. As you're doing these, don't think about just getting the representatives done. Instead, focus on the feel, your hands pressing into the floor, your core bracing to keep your body straight, your breath sinking with each rep. You're teaching your brain that this isn't punishment, it's you actively building the body you want. And trust me, once your brain gets that memo, you'll stop quitting halfway. Next up, standard push-ups. You've probably done these since you were a kid, but there's a good chance you've been doing them wrong. Don't worry, so has almost everyone else. Elbows flared out like a startled chicken? Wrong. Dropping your hips like you're practicing for a limbo contest? Also wrong. Here's how it should go. Hands shoulder-width apart, elbows close to your sides, chest lowering until it almost kisses the floor, then pressing back up with control. The magic here is in your triceps. When you keep your elbows tucked in, you're not just working your chest, you're working the muscle that helps push your arms forward in any pressing motion. Bigger triceps make your arms look fuller, which makes your chest look bigger by comparison. That's right, your triceps are like your chest's secret hype man. Ignore them, and you're basically playing your own personal PR in silent mode. And don't underestimate the core engagement here. The standard push-up is basically a moving plank. You're stabilizing your entire midsection every second of every rep. Over time, that's going to help you keep a tighter waist, which again pushes you closer to that golden ratio: broad shoulders, narrow waist, confident stance. Finally, incline push-ups. Now, I know, ending with the easiest variation might feel like we're just winding down for the day, but there's strategy here. Incline push-ups, hands elevated on a bench, countertop, or railing. Target your lower chest, serratus anterior, the finger-like muscles along your ribs, and still give your triceps a reason to show up. Doing these last allows you to maintain good form even when you're tired, so you're still training the chest through its full range without sloppy technique. And here's the thing, lower chest development rounds out your pectorals, giving you that defined, finished look rather than the I only work upper body on Mondays vibe. You're literally carving in the base layer for the kind of definition that makes t-shirts sit just right. Put all 3 together in order: decline, standard, incline, and you've got a no-equipment chest workout that actually follows a logical progression. Hardest to easiest, upper to lower, maximum to minimum fatigue. You'll hit every part of the chest, train your triceps and shoulders in the process, and start shaping your upper body in a way that looks impressive while also building actual strength. Do this 2 to 3 times per week, give yourself a day of rest between sessions, and track your representatives. Each week, aim to add 1 more rep per set or improve your form just a little more. Small, consistent progress compounds faster than you think, kind of like interest, but without the depressing bank statements. And if you ever feel tempted to skip just this one session, remember this: every rep is a brick in the house you're building. Skip enough bricks, and you're just standing under a roof that collapses when it rains. So, show up, put in the work, and watch your chest and confidence start to transform. Here's the truth nobody tells you when you're starting out. The real battle isn't between you and the floor during push-ups. It's between you and your brain before you even drop down for the first rep. That's why the mindset piece isn't a bonus tip tacked onto the end of a workout plan. It's the engine driving the whole thing. If you skip it, you'll end up like the countless people who start strong for a week, then mysteriously vanish from their own routine. And it's not because they suddenly forgot how to exercise. It's because they never built the mental framework to make it stick. The first part of that framework is clarity. You've got to know exactly why you're doing this. Not a vague, I want to be fit kind of why. Those evaporate faster than your motivation on a Monday morning. You need something you can picture, feel, and even measure. That's where the golden ratio comes in. Having a specific target, shoulders roughly 1.618 times the width of your waist, gives you a clear direction. It turns each workout from just exercise into another step toward the body I've decided I'm building. And here's the twist. Even though we are talking ratios and proportions, this is less about chasing perfection and more about creating the illusion of balance. You're focusing on chest and shoulder development early because they give the fastest visual payoff. That's not vanity, it's smart psychology. When you start seeing changes in the mirror, your brain's reward system lights up, which makes you want to keep going. The second part of the mindset is strategy. Random effort gives random results. That's why you're not just doing push-ups, you're doing them in a specific sequence, with specific form, targeting specific muscles. You're thinking long-term, but acting short-term. Today's goal isn't look like a Greek statue by Friday. It's nail 3 clean sets of decline push-ups with perfect form. Those small wins stack, and over months, they become something massive. Now, let's talk sustainability, because hype fades. Motivation will get you to the mat for the first 2 weeks. After that, discipline and habit take over. You need to make these workouts part of your identity. You don't try to work out. You're just the kind of person who trains their chest 3 times a week. Just like you don't try to brush your teeth. You just do it because you're not a medieval peasant with full molars left. One trick to cement this identity is pairing your workouts with an existing habit. For example, every time you finish your morning coffee, you drop down for your first set. Your brain starts linking the two. Coffee means push-ups, push-ups mean progress. Before long, it feels weird not to do them. The other part of sustainability is flexibility. If you're traveling, sick, or just slammed with life, you need to know how to adjust without quitting. Can't do decline push-ups because the hotel only has a wobbly stool? Fine, do standard push-ups and add extra representatives. Missed a day? No guilt spiral, just train tomorrow. The goal is consistency over months, not perfection every single week. And finally, let's get real. There will be days you just don't feel like doing it. You'll bargain with yourself, I'll start again next Monday. Or, one skipped session won't hurt. This is where you remember the reason you started and the vision you set. You're not training for no reason. You're building a version of yourself that feels confident, moves better, and looks like they could carry groceries, a couch, and maybe a small car if necessary. So, when your brain offers you an excuse, here's the play. Agree with it, but act anyway. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'll just do the first set. 9 times out of 10, the first set wakes you up, and you end up finishing the whole thing. It's a sneaky little hack, but it works. The magic happens when clarity, strategy, and sustainability start to reinforce each other. Clarity gives you the why. Strategy gives you the how. Sustainability makes sure you keep doing the how until the why becomes your reality. That's the cycle. Break it, and you stall. Keep it, and you're unstoppable. One last thing. Remember that building the body you want isn't just about muscles. It's about proving to yourself that you can set a goal, show up for it, and see it through. Every rep is a vote for the person you're becoming. And the day you look in the mirror and see that chest taking shape, that's when you realize it was never just about the push-ups. It was about building you.